Hello everybody, today I'm going to make a quick video and show some of the new things that I've added to my Resident Evil map. So, one of the biggest things that I've added recently is one thing that I've been wanting to complete for a little while, and those are collectible cards. So, we got this section here for Resident Evil 1, this for Resident Evil 2, and this for Resident Evil 3. I will be doing Outbreak and Zero at a later point, but I've not done that yet. So Resident Evil 1 has 19, Resident Evil 2 has 35, and Resident Evil 3 have 23. Although these will probably expand more when I add new mobs and stuff. I can show you some cards. So let me give myself one. Let's do Zombie 1. So this is what they look like. Kind of like that. The BOWs have got a red background. The characters have a blue background. And rare ones have a gold background. So basically, you collect the cards for each game, and when you complete the game you get spawned into this room, which is the collection room. And you can display them all, and they all carry through into each game. So you can have a full room by the end of the full runs of games. When you've got one, you just pop it up there. I think it looks pretty cool. That's the first zombie. And you can complete all the wall. But yeah, these sort of blocks with this button on are dotted all across the map. So I'll take you to one that I know is nearby. Where is the nearest one? I think, yeah, there's just one down on the street. I think this is the first one you get in Resident Evil 2. So you'll come across them like this, and you can just right click it, and you get this. And it stops it from giving you another as well, once you've done it once. So those are the collectible cards. While we're in the Resident Evil 2 section, I have added a new feature which I've not really tested all that much yet, but I think it's pretty cool. I'll take you there. It is pretty much Sherry. The goal of her is you've got to get her from the point where you meet her, which is just through here, to the end train, and she can die. Zombies will attack her, and I think she can take, it's either 5 or 10 hits before she dies, and if she dies she's out the game. You don't get another chance. And she works a bit like a wolf, so you can tell her to stay and follow, so you can leave her in some save rooms, but really you have to get her to the end, so she has to travel through dangerous situations at some point. I will need her to spawn. Wait, what am I doing? So let's get my key item. I'm not sure which one it would be in. These are all the keys, in case I mess up. I also think I need to put it on hard. Yeah, this one. So basically what you do is you put this in here. That blows the wreckage. And you come down here and you will meet Sherry. There she is. Her face is a little bit weird. I'm not 100% happy on this model. I will probably make some alterations. But she has a manual, which is quite a few pages long. 6 pages. You can pause and read that if you wish. 20 health. Yeah, so 5 attacks. So it's optional, if not everyone wants to do it. got a few blocks here, barrier blocks, which stop her moving. So if you do decide to take her, you can get some candy, because I needed a way to sort of like tame her. So candy to a child, I thought, okay, well, this was actually suggested by my friend, and I liked it. So if you take that, it releases her, and then you can feed her until you got enough. Now I do want to change her animation when she's staying to when she's following, so it's a bit more clear. So you just got like right click her and see if she's going to follow. She may have already been following. Oh, there she is. So she will follow you. Come on, Sherry. Like this. And she is a little bit slow. I slowed her down a little bit, obviously, because she is a child. And you can just right click her and she will stay there. And if we summon a zombie, which is going to be a bit mean, he will attack her. So yeah, it is 10. I need to change that. Oh no, it's 7. I don't know, is that too much? Or is that... I think that might be alright. I might actually want to get that down to 5. But yeah, anyway. She was killed. And she doesn't come back. I think 5 is a good number. So I did change it from, I think it was 15 points, hit points, to 10, went to 5. I'm messing around a lot with it. She's the newest feature so far. Something else I've also added, which I am really happy I've added, I think it's really cool, is custom armors. So, say the petite key, we now have these. So if you'll notice, these are stars armors that the player can wear. They've all got the same protection, so it's pretty much down to preference what one you wear. Let's take a few of the favourites. This is Chris. We got Rebecca, Jill, and Barry. And there are ones for each game. So we do have Leon and Claire. You can see. So if we pop those on, they're basically what you decide you want to wear. I redesigned the Stars office. I can take you and have a look at that. And it's actually got Jill's hat, which you can take and wear. So this is the redesign of the Stars office. I've put Chris's jacket here and Jill's hat, which you can pick up in the game and you can wear if you wish to do so. So I've added like lots of cool things that I think add to the game, but it's sort of like not immediate things in the game like customization or at least Easter egg type things. So yeah, those are a few of the new things that I've added in terms of like items and stuff. Now over to Resident Evil 1. This game is now fully complete. I've added all the different mobs. Well, there's still a couple that I want to add, but the majority of them are here. And I've done some cool puzzles. Added all the cards. Obviously I've also added the merchant, which is just down here. So he's basically, as soon as you enter the forest towards Lisa Trevor's cabin, you'll come across this. You can go down and he will be in here. And you can get your different stuff. I've added a couple new things as well. This is a virus resistance vaccine, which is basically a golden apple. Just gives you a few extra hearts and stuff. And this is a very new feature. This is a white aid spray, different to the normal green ones. And you can hold it in your right arm and it works like a totem of undying. So, if I fall from a height and die, you'll see how it works. It has the sound from Resident Evil 5. when you use an aid spray. So I thought that was a cool addition. One of the puzzles that I've added pretty recently is... Let me get my bearings. Let me just break him, because this is a copy of the world. So which way is it? It is this way. Just break all the doors. I've got the armor room puzzle, which was already a working thing. I do have a hint now for people who don't know how to do it, which is just here. It basically shows where you got to put them. Now this puzzle I worked a bit on. So anyone who knows the game knows that this wall comes in and crushes you. I couldn't do it with the wall, so I've done it with a ceiling. So what you got to do is basically push this minecart to the other section. Just over there. But as soon as you go across, the roof comes down. As you can see. So to get that back up, you have to go down here. Press this. And then you have to try again. So you got to keep like doing it bit by bit. And try not to get crushed. Like that. So yeah, that was a puzzle I was pretty happy with. I do like it when I get a creative puzzle to mess around with. Yeah, that's that puzzle. I have added Lisa Trevor. She's one of the newest mobs that I've added. And she works in an interesting way because pretty much like in the real game, she can't be killed. I've put her health so high that there's no point anywhere in the game where you got enough ammo to kill her. So just don't bother, and I've made that clear in one of the instructions. I think I can spawn her. There she is. She's a bit creepy. I need to add animations to her yet. She only floats a bit, but she does have her sound effects. So you can hear. If I whack her. Like that. But yeah, I do need to work on her animations. As I said, she's pretty new to the game. I have done a lot of pretty much... how do I explain this? Like, as you go around the mansion, well, around the map really. Oh, chill out, Lisa. And I can't get rid of her either now because she's got too much health. When you come back later in the game to this room, this clones. So you got like a sign from Barry, and then you got all these like items that you can pick up. Like in the real game, so that clones in over this room at a later point, I think when you come back from the residence. So I like adding things like that. I don't know if I've shown this puzzle in here either yet. I think I have. Where you got to change the colours. Like this. And get the correct one. I don't know if that was in my preview of Resident Evil 1. I think it might have been. One other thing that I've also added, if I can find the room, is... Let's just jump in here. Yeah, this is okay. If you remember, you get like a film and you can play a load of clips, like reels, on a projector. I've actually added this, so this is a lot of commands, but I think it works really well. So it goes through all the slides as it does in the game. Neptune, Hunter, the Tyrant, and the photo of Wesker. Oh yeah, and that's also how you get the Tyrant card. So yeah, I've added like a lot of cool things like that. I also added a little sort of cutscene type thing, which shows which doors unlock when you unlock them electronically. I think, yeah, I can get a card real quick. Password. Ada. So this is what happens when you put the password in and it shows you what doors unlocked. Like so. And that door was also meant to open as well, but I broke it just now. Yeah, and then you return back to here. So I've added a couple of them around the map, and we'll be adding more because I think they're pretty cool. Another change I've made to this is before you got a game token here, and you could select which game you wanted to play. But now, as you can see, it's Resident Evil 1, so they're played in order now, and they're fully, how to say, sort of like connected. You don't have to restart this file save. You can play it on this same map because I've put commands in which separate them, so you can't pass over into one game to the other, so you can keep all your stuff and all that. So you've got to play them in order though. I'll show you Resident Evil 2. I'm going to have to get a new token, or maybe I can just activate it down here. Because I've actually changed the starting area for Resident Evil 2. This is going to be very spammy.
Resident Evil 2.
So, as you can see, all my inventory just went, and so did my ender chest, except for the first 3 slots, because from now on, every time you start a game, your whole inventory gets cleared, as does your ender chest, except the first 3 slots. That allows you to carry 3 things of your choice over into each game. So if you've got like a unique piece of armor or something you want to bring, you can. Let me get... Oh, actually I don't need a gun. So I will show you real quick how Resident Evil 2 starts, because I've changed it. It now starts in the starting street.
Thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments...
So, this is the Resident Evil 2 starting street. That needs to be sorted out yet. Obviously there's a void. But this is where Leon sees the dead body and gets attacked by zombies. So you kill these few. I mean, it's not a huge change. Well, it's kind of a change, but it's not like a very big one. It's what I mean, like a long one. So I always try and keep all stuff in bounds. So that street's pretty much done, except for the very end, which you can glimpse in a minute. Oh. God, he was there. And you get to see Claire. Because I've added her NPC around the map now. So you get to have a quick look around the bar, and then when you go through here, it will fade and take you to the main street, which is how the original adventure map began. And you can continue on. There's a load of zombies out here. And of course, if you take this, they will burst through. And there's a lot, so I didn't kill any. So yeah, that's how Resident Evil 2 starts now. I'm pretty happy with that change, because I always wanted to include the starting street somewhere. And there also are a few more secrets around the map. So when you take them, you get like a little notification on the left. And I put like an achievement sound as well, so here's an example. Such as that, so there's a few of them around. I don't want to show them all because I don't like to spoil too many things in my videos. I prefer people to play the map and be surprised by things or have things that they don't know about. So I do avoid showing a fair amount of things in these videos that I think it's better to experience on the map itself, because it's more fun that way. But yeah, I'm glad people enjoy this map. And if you've got any suggestions for things you would like to see it add, you can always let me know. Now I'm adding more like sort of custom items and armor and stuff, so if you've got any suggestions, do let me know. And if you would like to give the map a go, you can always send me a message or write a comment. I've got all my contact details in the description, so feel free.